everyone, welcome to today's workout. Today we are going to work on bellies, butts, and backs. So this is going to be a short little workout just to tone and tighten and get some strength. We're going to get started right away. So go ahead and lie down on your back. And for these first exercises, if you pull your belly button into your spine, it will keep that low back tight on the ground, and that's what you want. You want to feel that low part of your back really pressing in. So if you curl your hips up towards the ceiling, you can feel that low spine hitting into the back. If it's not there and you can't get it there, feel free to stick a pillow or a rolled up towel right under the small of your back so that it's supported. Otherwise, engage that core, pull the belly button into the spine, and you'll feel that low back engage. We're going to get started. So we're going to start with some leg extensions. So pulling both knees into your belly, again pressing that low back into the floor. You can keep your hands on the ground. We're just going to extend one leg and then the other. So I'm going to move. So left and right, keeping that low back tucked into the floor as you just go one leg, then the other. And you can go at your own pace here. You can go slowly, or you can pick up the pace and go a little bit faster. Keep breathing. Breathe right into that core. Do 3 more. 2, 1. Bring it in. Give your knees a little squeeze. All right, knee circles. Keeping your feet off the floor, but bringing your knees so that they're pointed towards the ceiling. We're going to spin the knees together in little circles. We'll go both directions, so it doesn't matter which way you start. Rocking around on your hips. You'll feel a little bit of a butt massage. And again, engaging that low core. And that's where the power comes from to do these knee circles. One more in this direction. Come back to the center, and we're going to switch the direction of your circles. So as if you were drawing circles on the ceiling with your knees. Nice. Don't forget to breathe and smile. This is fun, yay! Circles, we'll do 3 more. 2 and 1. And come back to center. Give your knees a squeeze. Send your feet up towards the ceiling. Give your legs a little bit of a stretch. Maybe wiggle your toes while they're up there. Excellent. We are going to bring the knees back to 90 degrees as if you were putting your heels on a stool, on the tabletop. From here, we're going to send our arms out wide, and you can either do palms up or palms down, whichever feels better. And we're going to drop the knees over to one side, and just before they touch the ground, pick them back up and go over to the other side. And we're going to do 5 on each side. So here we go for 2. Breathing for 3. Inhale, exhale. And here's 4. And you'll feel it right in the sides, right in your obliques. And 5. Over to the right. And back up to the middle. Again, give your legs a little bit of a squeeze. You can put your feet on the floor, maybe windshield wiper at the knees for a second. Get a little stretch in. It's beautiful. All right, it is time for sit-ups. So feet go on the floor, knees are bent. You can straighten out your spine if it's come out of alignment. And we are just going to send our fingers towards our knees and go ahead and sit up as much as you can, sitting up straight. And we're going to rock back about 45 degrees and sit back up. We'll do 10. So there's 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Before you get too excited, we're going to do a boat hold. So I'm going to go sideways. So for our boat, you can either stay here, you could pick one foot up and then the other, Or go for a full boat and send your feet up towards the ceiling and hang here for 10, 9, 8, 7. You'll see I'm shaking. This is hard. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Oh, and give yourself a little bit of a shake out. We're going to keep going. So, rolling onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a little cat-cow stretch. Stretch out the back before we give it a bit of a workout. So wrists under elbows, knees under hips. Coming into our regular cat-cow, pulling the belly down, the nose comes up, and reverse. And as we do this cat-cow, use this as an opportunity to stretch and get some of the kinks out in the middle of this little ab and back workout. Stretching the belly, stretching the shoulders, wiggling through the hips, opening everything up. Let's do a few more. One more, up and down. Nice. And coming into a neutral spine. From here, tuck your toes under, push up, come into your downward facing dog. Take a stretch while you're down here. Maybe bicycle out through the knees, send the heels towards the floor, push in through your palms, and really send your hips up and back towards the wall behind you. And from here, we're just going to come forward into a plank. I often need to wiggle my feet out farther to get nice and straight. Look down at the mat, keep your spine nice and long, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, come back to plank. Deep breath in. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, back to plank. We'll do a few more of these. Inhale. Exhale. Right, these last two we're going to hold in our plank for a little bit longer. So take a breath in and out and in. Exhale, down dog. Take a full breath here. One more plank. Pull the belly button up to the spine, tighten the core, send the energy out through your heels, press through the palms. Really engage with your core here. Exhale to down dog. Go ahead, drop to your knees very gently, push back child's pose. Take a little break. Take a few deep breaths. You can wiggle your hips back and forth, give your thighs a little bit of a massage before we keep going. When you're ready, come back, hands and knees, curl those toes under and come into your plank. From here, we are going to be doing some leg lifts. So get into your plank, drop your hips down, pull the belly button up towards the spine, really engage that core. And we're going to start by lifting the right leg off the ground. If it comes a little bit, that's fine, but get it as high as you can before replacing. Left side. Forward. Right side. Breathe. Two more each side. One, 0. All right, drop the knees. Oh, push back child's pose. Roll out the arms, roll out the shoulders, wiggle through the hips. Woo, take a deep breath. We just have a few more to go in this quick little workout. Coming back to hands and knees, we are just going to bend the elbows, keeping your elbows in at your side. Come down So your chest and your chin is on the mat. And we're gonna push up into an up dog just for a stretch. Stretch out the belly, stretch out the back. Come up as far as you can. If you're here and that feels good, excellent. If you want to extend and open through the chest, drop your shoulders, open through your clavicle, and open up your heart center forward, go for it. Feel that stretch in your low back. Be gentle with yourself, but breathe into your spine. Lift. Beautiful. From wherever you are, gently look over your right shoulder. You'll feel that in your lower left. And over your left shoulder. Just get a little stretch in your neck, a little stretch in your side. Brilliant. Let's come back. Gently lower your chest and your chin down to the floor. We're going to do some Superman, which is great for your low back. So the first is to send your palms behind you, down by your hips with your palms facing the floor. And what we're going to do is inhale the chest up off the ground. So inhale and lift like you're flying on your yoga mat. And we're just going to hold this for 2 full breaths. So we inhale and we exhale. And if you notice yourself falling, lift as you inhale and exhale. Let's come all the way down. You can place your hands under your head, turn your cheek. Take a few breaths here in between. We're going to do that again. So take a breath. And let's go again. So hands come down by the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. If you'd like an extra challenge, you can also lift your feet and your thighs off the floor. 2 breaths. Lift up as you inhale. Exhale, come down to the mat. Your hands can go under your head. Oh. Take a few breaths. We'll just do 1 more. All right, hands by your hips. 3rd challenge, interlace your fingers and pull up. Lift as you inhale. Again, if you want a little bit of a challenge, pick those feet up off the floor as well. Lift the chest, send the heart forward. Breathe. Lift, lift, lift. And relax all the way to the floor. You can just, again, rest your head on your hands. Oh, nice job. Take a breath. Give your whole body a little bit of a wiggle. Our next is going to be bow pose. So there's a couple ways to do this. The first, bring your feet, bend your knees, bring your feet towards your bum. Reach back with your hands and you're going to grab the outside of your ankles if you can get there. If not, just stay like this and pick your chest up to get into your bow pose. However, if you can reach your ankles, grab your ankles, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift up, and you can kind of pull your feet away from you, and that will pull your chest up. Inhale. Be gentle with yourself here. If you can get your thighs off the floor, go for it. Look up, send your heart center forward. 1 more breath. Exhale, drop the knees gently to the floor. Release one hand and then the other. Push your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift back. Child's pose. You earned it. Nice job. We're going to walk our fingers over to the right side and just stretch through the left side body in our child's pose. Take a few breaths. And over to the right side. Beautiful, nice job. Come to sit up. We're going to roll over onto our backs. Give your knees a squeeze. Excellent. Hold on to that right knee. Extend that left leg out straight. Flex the foot. Again, press your low back into the ground. Press the back of your left leg, into the floor. And just open up through that hip flexor. And we're going to switch. The left knee comes in, the right leg extends. Flex that right foot. Press everything into the floor. Beautiful. All right. Bring both knees up. We're going to do a spine twist to end our day. So your arms can go out wide, palms on the floor. Just drop both of your knees over to the left. And send your gaze over your right shoulder, pulling that right shoulder gently down to the floor. Feel that twist in your low back. Take a deep breath. This is our last pose. And as you stretch here, see if you can relax even deeper. Relax any tension you find in your hips, any tension you find in your shoulders. Just let it all melt into the ground. One more breath on this side. And let's inhale back up to center. Use those core muscles. Straighten out before we tip over to the right. So both knees over to the right side. Send your gaze over your left. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And breathe. And relax. Release the shoulders. Release the hips. As you lie here, see if there aren't more places that there is tension that you can let go. One more breath. Nice. Let's inhale back to center. Use those core muscles. And from here, you can rock yourself up to sitting. Thank you for joining me for this quick little ab and back and butt workout, and I will see you later. Bye.